Yo, boys, welcome back to another video, and it's good to be back. I wasn't necessarily gone or anything, but it has been a little bit since I've made a video. And real quick, I want to say thanks for 5k subs. It's crazy seeing that 5k of you are subbed to this channel.
Hey, did you tell them I'm in Fortnite? I'm in freaking Fortnite! Oh, are you gonna stream you playing when I'm in the game and I could say let them come?
Anyways, thank you guys for 5k, and we'll keep making more TF videos, and especially TFR videos, which is what we'll be talking about today with Summer Games Fest around the corner and the possibility of TFR being there like they were for the Game Awards. I thought it'd be fun to talk about raids. By the way, I got inspiration from this from TF Reaper, so I recommend you guys check out his channel. He also makes TFR videos. But yes, raids. So we know Transformers Reactivate is taking elements of games like Warframe and Destiny 2, and probably will lean more on gameplay loop of Warframe and have social elements of Destiny 2. Both these games have raids, but I believe both are very different and vastly different, and I would want them to lean more on like Destiny 2 raids when it comes to raids. You know, have these big event, you got to get the squad, get the boys, you know, get top tier loot, figure out puzzles, fight this crazy boss at the end, and get awesome rewards. I think that'd be perfect for Transformers Reactivate. What's awesome about Transformers Reactivate and just Transformers in general is we have a good sheet of potential enemies and raid bosses for Transformers Reactivate, and that's what we'll be talking about today. And you know, Splash Damage, Bulkhead, if by any chance you guys are watching, can we please get some more news? I don't know how much more I can take. Anyways, let's get into it. Coming in at number 5, we have Rogue Transformers. These could be Transformers who are, you know, rogues, who have disbanded from their allegiance. I mean, can you imagine Transformer characters like, say, Ultra Magnus suddenly turn rogue just for the mere fact of the Legion virus and the Autobots being outnumbered, causing him to turn evil or possibly go insane and run a rogue faction? This could literally have a lot of possibilities when it comes to enemy types of Transformers. We know new Transformer characters and just being this like insane, you know, rogue type allegiance, kind of like Psychos and Bandits from the Borderlands series. I think this type of faction would be insane. I know it would be a huge character departure for, like I mentioned, Ultra Magnus, but would be interesting to see him be more, you know, losing his sanity. It would be insane to fight against, especially Ultra Magnus, like for example, as a raid boss, and then having the potential to unlock him and get awesome rewards and just really cool stuff. I feel like the possibilities are kind of endless when it comes to a rogue allegiance. The next one is Lockdown and Other Mercenaries. Now, I forget the name of the official allegiance. Is it called Mercenaries? I don't really know. But Mercenaries, and the Mercenaries being led by Lockdown, would be very interesting. One of my favorite things, and probably only things I liked in Transformers 4, was Lockdown and having that whole mercenary aspect to him. Now, this one might seem a little bit similar to the Rogues, but you know, these are just straight up mercenaries turned to pirates and just kind of want to steal everything and take everything, and you know, doing whatever is right for the coin during this apocalyptic age that is in Transformers Reactivate. I think it would be really cool for a actual raid boss and raid location would be Lockdown ship. I mean, imagine you are literally in Lockdown ship and you are going in and you are figuring out puzzles, how to get to the next room, and you're constantly being watched by these guys, and also have the potential of getting jump scared by these guys. I think the raid boss would be cool if it was, you know, maybe instead of Lockdown, it'd be like Double Dealer or other mercenary characters, and you just get a crap ton of rewards because, you know, they're mercenaries who, you know, turn to pirates, just kind of out for themselves, getting all the rewards out there. So you get a lot of rewards for beating this raider boss. I think it would be very interesting to have a mercenary type faction that you fight against and have the potential of stealing your stuff. I think that would be pretty interesting. And yeah, solving puzzles on Lockdown ship and getting out and, like, you know, detonating bombs to explode the ship would be very interesting. Also, having the, you know, idea of unlocking Lockdown himself as a playable character would also be really cool. Now, to be honest, with the rest of these, you could honestly just be raid bosses, and this one especially, Nova freaking Prime. I mean, do I really need to say anything else about this guy? And no, I'm not talking about Nova Prime where he was a good boy. No. I'm talking about Nova Prime who went full on Dead Universe and became Nemesis Prime, the original Nemesis Prime. I think that'd be so cool. His design is so interesting and so unique. I love Nova Prime's design. And supposedly Legacy is going to make it Nova Prime, which, oh boy, rip my wallet. This guy would be insane. I'm not too well versed when it comes to, you know, the other primes, especially Nova Prime, but I just know the idea that he's just an evil dude. And he was, and he had the name Nemesis Prime, and he was part of the Dead Universe. I think the Dead Universe is so cool, so interesting. So this type of guy to just, like, emerge out of the Dead Universe, not even knowing what's going on, but just comes down and messes stuff up, would be a very cool boss to fight against. Definitely a raid boss. I don't know if you could put him in any other thing to fight other than a raid boss. I don't know how you would fit him into one, but he would be a crazy boss to fight against. A crazed Nova Prime who has no idea what's going on in this apocalyptic era, or perhaps even an infected Nova Prime from the Legion. Whew, we would have a lot to deal with when it comes to this guy. Well, this guy would just be a bigger pain in the ass. The Fallen, aka Megatronus, would be a crazy boss. And I'm not even joking. Bulkhead splash damage, if you guys are watching this by any chance at all, if you guys are going to consider any of these characters on this list, please do Megatronus. This would be such a cool boss fight. I don't know how you would do it, but just give him the vibes and the elements of like Thanos or Darkseid from those, you know, from Marvel and DC. I think that would be insane because that's what the Fallen has. He has that vibe that when he walks in, it's like, oh snap, yeah, this guy's yeah, yeah. I mean, we saw what happened in the second Transformers movie, and you know, in games like Transformers 4 to 5, you do not mess with this guy. You do not mess with this guy at all. He would be an insane raid boss. Again, I don't know how you would necessarily fit him into a raid. You would have to have a raid themed around him. Maybe he's from a different universe and he's come to destroy this universe. It'd be kind of Unicron-esque, but it would be very cool to see this guy in Transformers Reactivate. I don't necessarily know if you would make him playable once you defeat this guy, because someone that powerful, someone that strong, I don't know if the player should be able to play him. But you get sick rewards, like maybe like his weapons, his arsenal. Maybe we unlock a new ability or, you know, exclusive skins. I don't know. But this guy would be a crazy boss fight. And I'm all here for it. Like, I'm talking like multiple phases where he just starts teleporting, drags you like man, I want like Batista Bomb Megatron from Armada.
Holy shit. This boss fight's menacing as fuck. Shit. Get away from me! No! He fucking got me.
Type abilities here for Megatronus and what he does to the player. Like, if you are not on the top of your game when you're fighting this dude, well, you failed the fight. You will get yelled at by your friends because you messed up a part in this boss fight. Maybe not that much, but oh my god, who messed up the phase?
It wasn't me, I didn't mess it up.
It was me.
Oh my god.
Seriously?
What? It would be really cool to see this guy in the game and especially be a hard boss to fight against. Now, lastly, this isn't really surprising here. I am going with Unicron, as this is a popular pick when it comes to raids and what people are talking about for the potential for Transformers Reactivate. If they do have raids, and that's Unicron, you can do a couple things here with Unicron. He could also be his own enemy type. If we're being honest here, they could just rip a page out of Transformers Prime where they had a bunch of Unicron clones running everywhere that were, you know, bot-sized, not planet-sized. That would... planet-sized Unicron clones. Oh my god, bro, what? But no, bot-sized, you know, Unicron clones, and you can just call them the Chaos Bringers, and they could be led by, you know, Cyclonus or maybe Galvatron from another universe. I don't know. You know, that would be pretty cool. Something like that would be crazy. They're rolling with the idea with Rise of the Beast that Unicron is a multiversal singularity. So if you want to roll with that idea as well, although I don't want this game and the movie clashing with each other. Most I'd ever want is like maybe a character being added, but they're not from the movie, just, you know, the design takes inspiration. I don't really know, but something like that would be pretty awesome. And just fighting Unicron, that now you can base a whole raid off of just this guy alone. You could literally rip a page off of the 86 movie, go straight into this dude's body, and just tear him out from inside his body. Like, you work from limb to limb, body part to body part, until you work his way up into like his head or his chest area and just mess him up. Now, when it comes to this, I don't know if you could actually destroy or defeat Unicron, but just kind of defeat him enough where he'll come back again.
Got him, boys. He's done. Oh.
Destiny.
Oh my god.
Because unless you have like Rodimus or Optimus with the Matrix, I don't think you guys or the players ourselves are going to be able to stop Unicron. I mean, a whole team of Bumblebees stopping Unicron. I mean, that sounds like something, but I don't know. But just doing enough damage to him where he kind of goes away for a while and he comes back and he's kind of like a monthly raid system or something like that would be pretty interesting. And the rewards you get if you complete the boss and the raid would be awesome as well. You can do like a Nemesis Prime skin, a Galvatron skin for Megatron, weapons, you know, modified weapon skins or actual weapons of those characters. So like if you have the Galvatron skin, you can get the Galvatron cannon, and it's like super good, super end game worthy stuff there, and just super grindable. I think that'd be perfect for Unicron and him being a raid and actually having a dedicated enemy type that you fight in Transformers Reactivate. Now maybe the enemy type will only be for the raid and it's just a bunch of Unicron clones, and you know, maybe fight characters like, you know, Scourge or Cyclonus or maybe different universe Galvatron or Nemesis Prime. Honestly, the possibilities for that are also pretty endless on how they do it, but would be interesting. But yeah, out of all these raid bosses, I would really want a Megatronus boss fight and a Unicron boss fight. I think when it comes to new enemy types, other than the Legion, they have plenty of room to work with, which I know some people have a concern with because it's just the Legion that we know about, at least right now, when it comes to Transformers Reactivate. And I mean, we didn't even mention here, but you could also like do like the other creatures that the Quintessons have in different continuities, like the Sharkticons and stuff. Those could be an enemy type as well in Transformers Reactivate. I don't know necessarily about a raid, but definitely an enemy type that you can fight against. But yeah, that's top 5 raid bosses / enemy types that could appear in Transformers Reactivate. This was purely theory craft. I would love to know you guys' thoughts on this and what type of TFR video do you guys want to see next. Leave it in the comments. Leave a like if you enjoyed. And so if you guys like TFR content, I'll catch you in the next one, hopefully with more TFR news for Summer Games Fest. I don't know.